Hey, Village. So I'm sitting here on the couch and with my big old blanket and my lunch behind me, ignore the bag behind me, um, and a big messy bun because I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. And I have not dropped a vlog this week because it has been hectic. So first off, Dad got out of the hospital, so he's at home just in time for Father's Day. We're not doing anything special, but he had to have a stent put in because he was having some heart issues. So he had to have a stent put in, and that was kind of like an emergency surgery. They couldn't do it at the hospital where he was, so they had to send him to a different hospital. So he got that done, and that night after they put the stent in, he was able to come home at 6 p.m. So I've been with Mom because y'all know she's been sick. She was like severely congested and stuff coming out, TMI, but it was a hot mess. And I don't know if she got sick because of the temperature or whatever in the hospital, but she was staying with Dad every night or whatever, and it was just like all of a sudden she got sick, and she was short of breath or whatever, so she ended up having to go to the emergency room herself. And after she got out of the emergency room, she came home, so I've been with her. So one of my dad's church members, it was a couple, they brought him home from the hospital, and so he's been resting up ever since then. So he's good. He's good. Mom is feeling better and all that stuff. So I decided to come to Decatur today to hang out with my daughter. So we did a late lunch, and now she's gone to look for some jars because she makes these fruity beverages or whatever. Remember, back in the day? Y'all remember back in the day when we had bebops and slushes and stuff like that? Well, she does that kind of stuff, and so she's got these different colored Kool-Aids and all this kind of stuff. And she was like, I gotta go find some jars. My granddaughter is having a parade in the morning. She had one last weekend that she had to ride a float in, and so she's gonna be on another float this weekend for Juneteenth. And so that's tomorrow morning. And oh my gosh, it's just a lot. And then next week, I'm gonna hopefully be the guy's gonna finish the work on my car, and then the finalizing of picking my apartment and moving in. And I was hoping to have all this done before my birthday. My birthday is July the 9th. It might happen before my birthday, but we're not sure. We're not sure. We're not sure. So it just all depends, if I can get in super quick. So me and my daughter had a discussion, and she was like, yeah, I'm going to help you. And I was like, you might need to bring some help, because I have a lot of stuff, and then I have some stuff in storage. So I have somebody that's going to get my stuff out of storage for me and, bring it to the apartment. And so now it's time to go get the boxes and, start packing up. And, it's just so everything has just been, everything has just been happening, all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? Because it all started with Dad not feeling well or whatever, but he wasn't saying that he wasn't feeling well. And so you guys, men, when you're sick, tell your spouse or tell somebody that you're sick, so that you can get help or go to the doctor or go to the ER. Don't be like, oh, well, it's nothing, or, try to ignore it so you can keep working or whatever. I don't know what it is with men. Why do y'all do that? Especially when you're married or when you have a family. Because Dad, he has other kids or whatever, and they live in Kentucky and all of that stuff. And we didn't grow up together. That was a previous relationship. And so but they have to, they would have to come down here, and see about dad and all this kind of stuff. And it's just like, people have jobs and have lives and families of their own, and businesses, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to know. We need to know in advance. Like, we need to know, like, what is going on. But dad is just like a lot of other men. He doesn't want to know what's going on, or he'll, like, neglect himself, or whatever. And then finally, when you find out what's going on, you're in the hospital for over a week. It's like, and then you end up having surgery. So men, please, who said it? Information man. Your health is wealth. Like, that is so important. So take care of yourself. Okay, so I have been feeling, ugh, just, I don't know. I don't know how I've been feeling. I've been feeling like with like my career, the channel, like, okay, here's the thing. Y'all know that I have gastroparesis, fibromyalgia, and chronic migraine. These are three common factors in my life, three denominators that produce chronic pain. And it's so hot here in Alabama. Like, it's smoldering hot. And so I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't feel good at all. Like, at any point in time. Today is like the first day I felt sort of okay. And so that's why I was like, well, me and my kid are going to hang out because, she's off work today, and, I sort of feel okay. So, I can kind of get up and do something. But normally on a regular day, I feel like crap, and the heat just makes it worse. And so then I feel guilty because I don't feel like vlogging, and that just drives me insane. I don't know if you guys feel like that or not, but like, you don't feel like working, or you don't feel like doing anything, with family or friends because you don't feel good. And then, the heat just compiles it. It just makes it worse. And I'm just like, whew. It's been rough. It has been like a rough 2 weeks. I have not vlogged hardly any. So I do apologize for that. But it will get better. Once I get moved and get settled, it will get better. Some of you don't know. Some of you do know. I started a second channel, right? So my second channel, my thoughts, it's just that. It's my thoughts on a lot of different things. And I'm just random. I just talk about randomness over there. And so some of you have subscribed, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much for subscribing. And my first video over there was on Tim Norman, and it got over 1,000 views. So I do thank you. That is huge for a first video on a podcast channel. So I think that podcasting, is really, becoming a thing, on YouTube. Some of you are like, it's been a thing, but me coming from the world of podcasting, and I have like a traditional podcast, like podcasting on YouTube is going to be completely different because, I just never thought of having a visual podcast, but yeah, I think it's going to work. So for right now, it's, all verbal. It's all sound. It's all audio. But as soon as I get like my studio set back up, get my chair, I miss my chair so much. Get my chair out of storage and get, my mic and everything set up. We're going to do some visual stuff over there as well. So, all of my commentary on different news stories and different things happening in the world, and, just whatever I feel like, ranting or griping about or whatever, goes over there on my thoughts. So if you have not subscribed over there, yeah, do so. I would love to have you. And I would also love if you guys gave me some feedback and, some topics and stuff. Like, if you want to talk about, some stuff over there on that channel, just, leave it over there under, one of the videos or whatever. And yeah, let's do that, because that's what a podcast is, right? It's talking things out, hashing things out, and, just speaking your thoughts, just saying it out loud. So one of the things, here's one of the things. I was talking to one of my friends earlier, and here's something that I completely dislike, and then I'm going to let you guys go because I don't want this video to be real long. I just want to catch up with you guys. But I was feeling some type of way. Reading comments and stuff like that. And we all know that when you have a YouTube channel or you put anything out on the internet, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or whatever, there are going to be some comments and people are going to, say stuff. But people also ask very private questions. That's one thing that kind of annoys me or bothers me a little bit, just because it may not even fit into the video that you posted. And number two, when people leave comments, and I know they're like typos, whatever, but I can't understand what you're saying, and then when I don't reply, they get upset because I didn't reply or whatever, and assume that I don't want to talk to them. That is not the case. I don't know how to reply because I don't understand the words. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't, sometimes I can make it out, but sometimes I can't. And I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. So I just leave it alone, But I normally try to like all of the comments, good or bad, because I appreciate you guys watching the videos and stuff like that. But don't get upset with me if I can't make out what you're saying because of a typo or something like that. Kind of, check before you hit, submit. I'm horrible about doing that myself, so I'm preaching to the choir. But normally I'm voice texting. I try not to, type too much because of autocorrect. So I usually voice text whatever I have to say, and it works out better for me. So, and going back to the first thing, I don't mind talking about personal things in my life, but I don't share certain things, not because I'm trying to be secretive, but because it may not be the right time to share stuff. And then it depends on how I'm asked. How you come at me is how I'm going to respond. So if I don't respond to you and you ask me a personal, question about my life, if I feel like, you're coming at me sideways, I'm probably not going to respond. But you know what I'm saying? But if it's, coming from a good place and you just want to know, I'll probably say, wait for the Q&A or something like that. So in lieu of that, I am going to have a Q&A. And I want to thank you guys, for subscribing and stuff, because I noticed I have over 11,700 subscribers. Where are you guys coming from? 11,700 subscribers. Over. I was like, oh my God, it's getting close to 11,800. And so I'm super excited about that. I feel better about reaching my goal this year, because I have a personal goal that I want to reach this year, and I'm like, oh my God, I just might reach it. And so I'm excited. I'm so excited. So I have to do a thank you video, a dedicated thank you video. Thank you to everybody who has become a member as well. I see you. I see my new members. I see you guys. And thank you so much, because it does help with the upgrades and everything that's coming. we can, you know, as YouTubers, you know, we try to make things more aesthetically pleasing. So when the studio goes up, there's gonna be like backdrops. You know, I got to get a new microphone. You know, the whole setup, everything. I'm looking into getting like a new computer. You know, just different things to, you know, make things aesthetically pleasing, and to make sure the audio is good. I might invest in a box light or two because I already have a ring light. So I was thinking about a box light. But when you subscribe, when you become a member, when you super chat, when you hit thanks under a video, it helps YouTube. It helps the algorithm. When you hit subscribe and when you hit the thumbs up, it helps the algorithm. And then YouTube goes, oh, they're liking her video. But when you do super chat, super thanks, when you do super stickers, when you become a member, it literally helps the YouTuber, the content creator, upgrade. You know what I mean? And so for that, I got to thank you guys because I think I got my first thank you. Was it last week? And I wasn't even expecting. And the other thing is, and this is number 3 or number 4. One of the questions, and I wasn't going to address this, but one of the questions I was asked, and I know this person was like throwing shade as to I don't make a whole lot of content, and so how, you know, how was my channel successful? Well, let me give you guys some tips. If you are wanting to become a content creator, or if you already are, it's called evergreen content. And what that is content that people constantly look at. And if you go back to my more popular videos, you will see the numbers constantly rising because people are constantly watching those videos. And the videos fluctuate. Now, sometimes you'll see in the first 3 to 5 videos on my popular videos, well, there's like one video that's probably always going to be number 1 until one surpasses it. But the number 2, 3, 4, and 5, they kind of move back and forth depending on how many people are watching. And YouTube lets me know, you know, this video got, you know, watched today. This video got watched in the last, you know, 7 days or the last 28 days or whatever. It's important for you to check your analytics and see what's going on. Most of the population that watch me out there, you guys are women. And so, but I am going to make a dedicated video. Evergreen content is important to your channel for the longevity. If you want to keep making money, if you want to become a full-time YouTuber, fresh content is necessary, but making evergreen content is vitally important. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here and make some more content for you guys. So I quit texting and all of this stuff because I'm looking up and looking down and looking up and looking down. So while I feel like it, I'm going to try to do a couple of shorts and try to do a dedicated video for YouTube content, because I did promise that I was going to talk about some YouTube stuff, and talk about a project that I want to do with a couple of other people. Oh, and then also I'm in cahoots with Brown Girl Bella. She asked me to be a regular on her channel, maybe like once or twice a month or whatever. So talking about makeup and stuff like that. And so I was like, yeah, I think that'll be good because I love, you know, teaching about makeup. I've been training people in makeup for years. So I think that would be, you know, totally cool to kind of like branch out. Oh yeah. And by all means, let me clarify something. I am not a 100% commentary channel. Although I do enjoy investigative content. That's going to transfer over to my thoughts. Um, but this is a lifestyle channel. I do lifestyle stuff. I'm just stuck in a rut right now because life happens, and I've got to get moved and situated so that I can get back to my normal routine. So, again, I do apologize, but listen, just hang in there with me. Great content is coming, and I just wanted to catch up with you guys, clarify some stuff, give you some updates, because we just don't talk enough. So, I'm probably going to come back in a couple days and check in with you guys and, let you know how I'm doing and all that kind of stuff before I start apartment shopping with you guys. And it's not really like, okay, well, let me just be honest. The shopping is pretty much done. I just, in the choosing phase. So once I finalize the choice, I'm probably going to do a walkthrough, just like an empty apartment walkthrough. And then, yeah, we're just going to put it all together. And that's going to be a lot of content because I have a lot of stuff. And I'm probably going to have to declutter as I'm getting my apartment situated. So get ready for that. Get ready for all that good stuff. Anyway, I love you guys. Be careful. Be safe out there. If you want to, still wear your mask, use your hand sanitizer, wash your hands when you get in the house and all that stuff. Keep you and your family safe. Remember to always live on purpose. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.